Have you ever noticed how 3 hours can fly by when you're scrolling through reels, but during football training, you keep checking the clock, waiting for it to end, feeling distracted, bored, or even demotivated? Why does that happen? Why does something you love, something that once made your heart race, suddenly feel like a burden? Let's not sugarcoat it. The answer is simple but powerful. It's all about one thing: dopamine. But this isn't just a science word thrown around on the internet. This little chemical is quietly controlling your energy, your focus, and maybe even your future in football. So today, we're going deep. We'll uncover how dopamine actually works, how it's stealing your love for the game without you realizing it, and how to reset your brain so football becomes your addiction again, in the best way possible. Let's start with what dopamine really is. Not the overused version you've seen in 5-second YouTube shorts, but what it actually means for your life as a footballer. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. It's like your brain's internal motivational fuel. Whenever you do something that feels good, scoring a goal, watching a funny reel, eating your favorite food, dopamine gets released. It says, "Hey, that was nice, let's do it again." But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't really care if that action was meaningful or useless. It treats scoring in a final and watching memes the same way, as long as both release dopamine. That's where things get dangerous. Not all dopamine is created equal. There's clean dopamine, earned through effort, struggle, and reward. Then there's cheap dopamine, instant, effortless hits that make you feel good in the moment, but leave you empty inside. And that's what makes the difference between a footballer who trains with purpose and one who scrolls their dream away. Let's be honest, reels are fun. One swipe and boom, dopamine. Another swipe, more dopamine, again and again. And suddenly, 3 hours are gone, your brain feels fried, and training feels like a chore. Social media platforms are literally engineered to hijack your dopamine system. They're designed to keep you inside forever, feeding you micro-rewards. Starts craving only the easy stuff. Compare that to football. On the pitch, dopamine is delayed. You don't feel that hit immediately. You might dribble past 4 players, miss the shot, sweat buckets, but still feel nothing, until you finally pull off something magical. That's clean dopamine. But because your brain is now addicted to instant hits, football begins to feel like too much effort, and that's where the damage begins. To really understand this, you need to know what's going on inside your head. There are 2 main areas of the brain involved: the mesolimbic pathway, your reward system, and the prefrontal cortex, your self-control system. The mesolimbic pathway is your pleasure center. It's the one screaming, "Let's do that again," whenever something feels good. But when it gets overused, like when you're binging content, it starts asking for bigger, cheaper, faster rewards. The prefrontal cortex is the opposite. It's your inner coach. It helps you delay gratification, focus on the long term, plan your training, and say no to distractions. But here's the scary part. When cheap dopamine takes over, this self-control system gets weaker. Your inner coach gets drowned out by the noise. And that's why even when you love football deep down, you can't stop procrastinating. You can't stop opening Instagram instead of practicing your weak foot. You lose focus in sessions. You start skipping training. You feel anxious, then guilty, then empty, and the cycle repeats. This addiction is invisible. You don't even realize it's happening until you feel like a shadow of who you used to be. You keep delaying drills, promising you'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. Your mind gets lazier. Your body starts craving comfort. Junk food replaces hydration. You're not just scrolling reels. You're slowly rewiring your brain to hate effort. And here's the real danger. Your dopamine baseline goes up. That means simple things like juggling a ball or training outside don't feel fun anymore. They feel boring, empty. So you chase more and more stimulation, and your motivation for football begins to fade away. You feel lost, confused, like you're falling behind while others are leveling up. But it's not because you're weak. It's because your brain is being fed the wrong fuel. Now you might be asking, how do I fix this? The answer is powerful, and it's called the dopamine detox. A dopamine detox is about cutting out all fake stimulation, reels, junk food, video games, for a short period of time. It's not about punishing yourself, it's about giving your brain a break, letting it reset, so it can once again enjoy the pure reward of real progress. Imagine this: you stop watching reels for 7 days. You go outside, touch the ball, train for fun, eat clean, hydrate, and sleep on time. Slowly, your dopamine sensitivity returns. Suddenly, a successful training session feels incredible again. You start craving the ball again. That's the detox in action. You don't need to disappear into the forest or meditate for 12 hours a day. Start simple. 7 days, that's it, and you'll feel like a completely different person. To make this detox even stronger, here are some powerful daily habits, grounded in real science and performance coaching, that I recommend to every young footballer. Walk barefoot on grass, reconnect with the earth, feel real again. Get sunlight before 8 a.m. Let nature wake your body up the right way. Meditate for just 10 minutes. Let your mind breathe. Focus returns. Pray, reflect, or journal. It gives your soul purpose. Play unstructured street football. Rediscover joy without drills or rules. Turn your phone off. Give your brain peace. Do something creative. Draw, paint, build. Reignite imagination. Eat clean. Hydrate with 4 liters of water. Fuel like an athlete. Surround yourself with like-minded friends. Cut off negativity. Read 10 pages of a growth book. Grow your mind like you grow your skills. If you stick to this for even 7 days, your dopamine will shift. Your focus will return. Football will start calling you again, not as a chore, but as your first love. But let me be clear, dopamine detox isn't enough. You also need to remember why you started. What was it that made you fall in love with football? Your first goal? The feeling of the ball at your feet? Was it to impress someone? To escape something? To prove a point? Whatever it was, it came from deep within. And to bring that love back, you need to reconnect with it. Don't chase structure or tactics right away. Just play. Hit the ball against the wall. Dance with the ball like you did as a kid. Next, change your atmosphere. Your environment matters more than you think. If you're surrounded by doubters, negativity, distractions, you'll get pulled down. Find people who believe in you, who train with you, who dream with you. And from that love and that environment, your performance will grow. You'll start training harder. Your movements will sharpen. Your mindset will flip. And football will no longer feel like a chore. It will become your obsession again. If you've made it this far, you're not like most people. Most would have clicked away. They'd scroll to the next reel. But not you. You stayed. That means you're ready to change. You're ready to take control. And I promise, if you apply this even for a few days, you will feel different. You will fall in love with football again. And once you get addicted to that feeling, no one can stop you. Now, to take your transformation even deeper, click the video on screen. I'll walk you through how to develop a unique playstyle that separates you from every other player. I'll see you there.